This 17 News at Noon podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Well, good day. I'm Elena Russ. Bakersfield police say a threat targeted at some Bakersfield schools today has been debunked. Police confirming they found out about the social media threats yesterday on Instagram, which appeared to indicate a school shooting threat targeting Highland High School and possibly surrounding schools in Bakersfield. The BPD investigated and tracked the original claims to Los Angeles County and Highland High School in Palmdale. They reached out to the LA County Sheriff's Department, who confirmed a suspect had already been arrested. And several Kern County Sheriff's deputies called out to a home in Lamont this morning. We're still waiting to get more information from Kern County Sheriffs, but here's what we know so far. The call came in about 7:30 on Stobaugh Street. KCSO was reportedly there for several hours. We will continue working to get more information on this developing story and update you on our website, kget.com, and tonight at 5. And investigators are looking into what caused a crash that killed 2 people in South Bakersfield this weekend. It happened just after 3 yesterday morning on McKee Road near the 99. Police say the driver didn't stop at the dead end and drove onto the freeway. That's when the car was hit by a truck. First responders say the car then burst into flames. Officials say the driver was able to escape, but 2 passengers, a woman and a 15-year-old girl, were trapped inside and died. The driver of the truck was also hurt and taken to the hospital. No word yet on whether drugs or alcohol were involved in this crash. And also, a Bakersfield police officer being hailed a hero after pulling a woman from a burning car. This happened about 9 Friday night after the woman crashed into a building on California Avenue near Maya Cinemas. Police say the crash left the woman unconscious, and officers broke into the burning car to save her. One of the officers was hurt during that rescue. Investigators say drugs or alcohol do appear to be factors in this crash. That woman was not hurt. And dozens of protesters returned to the Mesa Verde ICE Processing Center yesterday to speak out against what they call inhumane living conditions. The protesters speaking out in support of the 77 people detained at Mesa Verde and the Golden State Annex who launched a hunger strike more than 2 weeks ago. The detainees are on strike over alleged cases of unpaid labor and what they're saying is mistreatment. Last week, there was another protest in McFarland's ICE compound. In some cases, protesters claim detainees are put into solitary confinement for speaking out, saying the prolonged detention is unnecessary and inhumane. But now to our 17 follow-up file and the latest on the mayhem-inducing technical error at this weekend's Boots in the Park concert at the Kern County Fairgrounds. What was supposed to be a fun night turned into confusion and anger when instructions suddenly appeared on a large screen telling everyone at the festival to evacuate the venue and, quote, move as far away from the festival site as possible. Some people we spoke to said as they exited the main gates, they were told the message was an accident and the concert would continue as planned. However, security wouldn't let people back in, saying it was a no re-entry event. Now, the event organizers later released a statement saying in part, quote, unfortunately, this was a technical error that happened when production teams were switching over from one show to another. We have these slides on hand and ready to go in the case of an emergency. We sincerely apologize for any concern or confusion this may have created. We also followed up again today with the Bakersfield Police Department, who said, quote, we are unaware of why the alert or evacuation notice was displayed at the event. It was not at our direction, and we have been told it was a mistake by private event staff. The notice was displayed within a close time frame to officers escorting several unruly adult female attendees out of the venue. However, the BPD did not request or participate in the notice display and were unaware of it being shown until after the fact. Closing arguments begin today for the penalty phase of the retrial for convicted killer David Keith Rogers. Rogers convicted in 1988 of murdering 2 prostitutes, Janine Benitente and Tracy Clark. He shot them several times and then dumped their bodies in the Arvin Edison Canal. Rogers' death sentence was overturned in 2019, but his murder convictions stand. Jurors will decide whether he should be resentenced to death or life without parole.
Hello, this is Tim Callahan with Clinica Sierra Vista, and we're excited to unveil the Community Health Center of the Future, our comprehensive care center. It's located right across the street from Memorial Hospital. We have every service under one roof, from family medicine, OBGYN care, dental services for adults and children, behavioral health, and much more. So find your way to better care at Clinica Sierra Vista this year at our comprehensive care center. Visit our website, clinicasierravista.org. for the latest on this project. We'll see you soon.
Well, making news around the state, the latest round of snow over Northern California forced many ski area resorts to completely close yesterday. Sierra at Tahoe, one of the mountains that was shut down due to just too much snow. Crews said that it was difficult for their operations to get up the mountain and prep the area for skiers and snowboarders, and it was hard for them to assess the top of the mountain for any potential avalanche hazards. Meanwhile, state officials have closed 14 state parks so roads can be cleared and any damage repaired. Yosemite National Park remains closed indefinitely. Mojave National Preserve has also been closed until further notice. The San Bernardino National Forest will not reopen until March 16th at least. Governor Gavin Newsom has declared states of emergency in 13 counties. Well, in 17 business news, you may have noticed some construction at that historic Woolworths building here downtown, home to one of the last surviving but temporarily closed Woolworths soda fountains in America. Vandals, unfortunately, have broken so much of the glass in the unoccupied building that its new owners, affiliated with MoneyWise Wealth Management, are simply replacing it with wood for the time being. Dave Anderson, one of those owners, explained what's happening.
We're kind of starting this process. The first step is securing the storefront. So some of the glass panels have been broken, some were halfway broken, and it really was unsafe for people. And so we ultimately are taking out the glass, replacing them temporarily with plywood that secures the storefront, and then following that, the construction starts.
Now, even though that particle board is temporary, that step actually required approval from the State Registry of Historic Buildings. But now work can proceed on their renovations. The grand opening tentatively scheduled for August of 2024. In the meantime, Dave Anderson said look for occasional music and art events at that 3-story, 44,000 square foot mid-century modern building that, get this, was constructed back in 1949. I always find that so interesting. And it is time to get a tall, cold glass of milk ready because today is National Oreo Cookie Day. Nothing Bundt Cakes is celebrating by giving away miniature Oreo Bundt Cakes to the first 111 customers at every location, including here in Bakersfield. The giveaway starts in less than an hour at 1:11 p.m. Why all the 111s? Well, it's Oreo's 111th birthday. The sweet treat that they are offering there today features classic white cake baked with Oreo cookie pieces, crowned with cream cheese frosting. Yum. And we have a way for you to get a free burger, or 2, or 3. The Kern County Library once again partnering with In-N-Out to promote reading with children this spring. The In-N-Out Cover to Cover Club kicked off on Saturday. It's now running through April 15th. For every 5 books that children read or have read to them, an achievement card for a free hamburger or cheeseburger will be awarded. Each child between the ages of 4 and 12 can earn a total of 3 achievement cards for the duration of the program. That's a total of 15 books. To participate, visit your local library branch, or you can sign up on the Beanstack app. All right, well, let's quickly get to sports because we're learning Bakersfield's Derek Carr has found a new home away from home. The longtime Raiders quarterback has agreed to join the New Orleans Saints. According to the NFL Network, Carr will sign a 4-year, $150 million deal. That includes $70 million of guaranteed money. He leaves the Raiders as their all-time leader in games played, yards, and touchdowns by a quarterback. On Twitter, Carr seemingly confirmed that signing, saying, "Who dat?" Did I do that right? No. Okay. 17 Sports Director Taylor Schaub will have much more on this tonight at 5. Friday's Cookies for a Cause fundraiser, a sweet success yet again. At 17's Compassion Corner, you helped raise more than $11,000 for our local Girl Scouts. 17 News loves teaming up with the Girl Scouts of Central California South to support local troops and their activities for the year. The Girl Scouts set up shop outside our KGHT studios at Compassion Corner dark and early, starting at 5 a.m. on Friday. All day long, they peddled those delicious once-in-a-year treats for a drive-through fundraiser. In total, the Girl Scouts sold 1,900 boxes, surpassing their goal. A big thank you to all of you who turned out in the spirit of the Golden Empire. And we would also like to wish a very happy birthday to Bakersfield's Leila Eaton. She is turning 101 years old today. And though her daughter Trudy says she may be old on paper, most people are surprised to learn her age. Trudy says Leila is very healthy and active, still cooking and cleaning and dressing up to go out. Happy birthday, Leila.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.